Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we've got these kind of like foresty nail art design set going on. So we've got two different kind of shades of green. We've got like a really light one and we've got a bit more of like a darker one. So we've got Grassy Sassy and we also have Gemini's Heart. So those are our two greens. And of course we need a background shade. So today we're using Moonchild, the best almost like a replacement of Food Coma. And then lastly, we also have some stamping polishes. We've got a green Lucky Clover. This one's called, we've got a sparkly green. This one's like a series that I got from Amazon a while ago. So they don't actually have a name, they've got a number. And we also have some black, of course. So starting off, we are going to apply our background colors. So we've got one full nail with that light green shade. We're going to have 3 nails that are going to be Moonchild. And then last but not least, we're going to have an ombre. I love me an ombre. So the 5th nail is going to be an ombre and it's a freeway ombre. I feel like I've been doing a lot of these freeway ombres. But we're going to have Moonchild right at the top. We're going to have the green shade in the middle, or the light one, and then the dark one at the bottom. Usually with an ombre, I like to kind of try and do it with like shade order. So if I go with the light one at the top, I'm going to try and pick out gradually, from the lightest to the darkest shade. Although saying that, I've actually never like ombre'd any different. So I wonder what that would look like if you did like a light, then a dark, then a light at the bottom. I wonder what that would look like, to be honest. But anyways, we're doing it from light to dark. And then grab yourself an ombre brush. I'm using my Madam Glam. It's a trusted ombre brush. It's been through a lot, so the pull bristles are kind of all over the place, but it still does the job, which is a really good sign. And then just go back and forth creating your ombre. Once you're happy, pop the whole set into the lamp for a nice cure. Off camera real quick, a second layer will be applied and then we can crack on with our nail art. We've got quite a lot of glitter going on today. Here is the green glitter. I've never used it before. I'm quite excited. Actually this one, and even the fine glitter that we're going to use later on, I don't think I've used before because the pots are pretty full. So it's one of those that just unfortunately does not get picked up too often, probably because it's a green and I'm not into greens, but today was the day we finally got to use it. So this is a really, really nice mix. I believe it's from Lyricy, and it's, I believe, the Chameleon, I think that's the right word, I could be saying it completely wrong, collection. So it's kind of like where it's like a green, but it kind of shifts into different colours, and I feel like it does that little shift, so it could be part of that collection, but it's 100% from Lyricy, this one. And what I'm going to try and achieve here is almost create like I'm trying to focus majority of the glitter right at the top and then kind of make it look like it's kind of, sprinkling down the nail about halfway. So that's the plan. I'm going to do that twice. We're going to have 2 of the same nails. That's the first one going into the lamp. We're going to do another one now. And then once I'm happy, off camera, once all the glitter's applied, then cured, I will go ahead and do another layer of base coat, a pretty chunky layer to say the least, just to help kind of get rid of any lumps and bumps, because on top of this nail, we're going to have to draw a French tip and stuff. So obviously I can't really have it bumpy because you'll be able to tell when I'm doing the smile line and drawing and doing the art on top. So you need to try and avoid making it as bumpy as possible. A little bump here and there isn't the end of the world, but when you're about to kind of draw stuff on top, it will mess up your lines pretty much. If you're not willing to do like a base coat, you can do a clear acrylic. It's basically just trying to cap the glitter in place, or especially actually when you apply the glitter, try and place it down as flat as you can too. Try not to apply glitter on top of one another or where it's like at an angle. Try and make it as flat as possible. And then also, instead of, I guess, clear acrylic, you could also do builder gel, whatever you have to hand. I just do base coats. It does the job for me. Of course, again, no one's wearing these nails. These are all just like, content purposes, trying to show you guys different art designs and get you inspired and show you different techniques and all sorts. So no one has to wear these. So I'm not having to be too fussy with, obviously, the bumpiness of a nail, but obviously if you're doing it on a client and stuff, that might be a bit more important for you. Now that everything's out, base coat was applied, I can start working on my French tip. So we're going to do like a layered French tip. This first layer is only going to be like almost like an outline or like a base to what we're going to do later. We're going to basically go over it later, but only once the matte top is applied, because I want this to be sugared. So right now this is just going to be an outline of what we want to do later. So as you can see, the French tip is very, very low, because we're going to do it layered. So, and also I don't want it too high either because I want that glitter to come through. I don't want to place the glitter to then cover it up with gel polish and just, you know, cover it up. So once I'm happy with that, I'll pop into the lamp because I'm not too confident with myself that I'm not going to nudge it or something. So that's going to go into the lamp. It's going to come out. Now here I'm going to try and do another smile line. Boy, is this always so hard. I always struggle every time. But we're basically doing another smile line above the initial smile line and French tip that we've done, but it's only going to be an outline. So you can thicken this up as much as you need to, up to you completely at this stage. But that's what we're doing. We're going to do it on the other one as well. So just double the pain. I always do this to myself. Whenever there's something tricky or I just hate doing, I always somehow decide to do 2 of those. Very annoying. But once I'm happy, both will go into the lamp. Again, don't do 2 coats just yet. The other coat will be later on and then we're going to sugar it. So it will go into the lamp. After that, we've got some stamping to actually get going with. So I've got 2 stamping plates, I think, that I'm going to use today. I think it's 2. Or is it 1? We'll see in just a second. We've got a couple of butterflies going on. So my initial vision for today's set were those glittery French tip looking nails. But because I picked out greens, I was kind of struggling to figure out how to create this like a whole set. What can I incorporate and do? And then I thought, well, you know, if it's green, then leaves and stuff like that would work out quite well. So here is the plate. Actually, now looking at it, it is just the one plate, I think. So this plate here is from AliExpress. Yep. And it's a really, really, really nice plate. I've had so much use out of it. It's one of my most newest plates that I got, and I've been using it non-stop. Not only does it have really, really beautiful flowers on there, you've got the leaves, which is really nice, but also you've got a bunch of different variations of butterflies and flowers, which is perfect. Like for me, I love my flowers, I love my butterflies. It's just something I'm always drawn to. It's right up my alley, and I love it, and I'm really, really happy with this plate. So if you're also into those kind of things, pick this plate up. Those flowers are beautiful, and they're literally perfect for like reverse stamping, colouring in, and, you know, making it your own, you know. It's just, yeah, just great. So definitely pick it up if you can, or if you're interested. So I've stamped a full cover nail with that sparkly stamping polish on that green nail. Now we're going to repeat it the other way on that full nude nail. We're going to stamp it with the lighter green stamping polish. Same thing, full cover nail with the leaves. Then as a little change for that nail, rather than it just be another, like, you know, split image basically of the other nail, I wanted to add some butterflies because later on we're going to add some butterfly charms to, is it charms? Kind of, to the nails. So I wanted to kind of continue that theme of like a leafy, foresty vibe with butterflies included. So this plate was the perfect one with the butterflies. So I'm going to stamp 2 of the same size butterflies, but they've got like a different pattern. So here is the first one, and then below it there we've got a larger one, well, not a larger one, but like the same but a different pattern and look to it. We're going to stamp it, I believe, above. There we go. And then on the right hand side there's those little butterflies like all kind of like flying away, and I'm going to use that to stamp above and below that middle butterfly that we've already stamped. So I'm about to do that, just getting rid of anything that I didn't want. I'm going to place it below here and also above with whatever is left over. And that's that. We're done. I'm not too sure how I feel about it. It's probably one of my least favourite nails out of the whole set, just because, I don't know, I just feel like you kind of lost the look of the leaves behind, almost like you can't tell that it's leaves. But yeah, it is what it is. I know, I always try to overdo it, and sometimes, unfortunately, it just doesn't work out. So it might just be one of those nails. Now, time for our crystal placement. We've got like this long, it's not really a teardroplet, but it's like I need to get to know crystal names, like size names and sizes and shapes and all that, because sometimes it's quite difficult to explain what kind of crystal I'm placing. But luckily you can watch the footage and actually see what it is. But I've got these 2 long ones on the side, and then finishing it off almost with like this little circular one. And then I think at this stage I decided to pop into the lamp, because obviously they're quite large crystals and they were moving around. So pop it into the lamp, finished off the crystal placement off camera. And now it's time to top coat. So I'm using Vanillisa today matte top coat on all of those nails, of course. That will then go into the lamp. Once that's out, we then have to do the sugared French tip, and then lastly apply these really, really beautiful butterflies that, funny enough, I've had for actually a while. And I've never really used them. They come in different colours and sizes. Oh, maybe not sizes, but colours. And I do have like colours in there that are colours that I would use on a regular on my channel. You will know, like pink, like blues and purples are like almost like a regular on my channel, mainly pinks and kind of purples, but I do have those kind of butterflies in those kind of colors that I use all the time. Yeah, I've never picked them up, and then because I went like proper digging for charms and anything that would match with these kind of colors, and I came across these, so you might end up seeing more and more of these on the channel. There's nothing better than having some charms, getting excited about them, putting them away, never picking them up because you forgot you had them, and then one day just digging through it. It's almost like Christmas all over again. I feel like being in the nail industry is literally like Christmas every day. You get packages come through all the time with products. Even though you know what's coming, you just get so excited and like going through your drawers and finding charms and gel polishes and stuff that you've never, you know, found before. So now I'm just going over the outline. Basically, we're just going over again that initial like outline that we've created. So the reason we had to do that, not only is that to make our life easier, but also in case this was obviously someone wearing these nails, then if any of the glitter did ever come off, you do have that exact shade pretty much underneath, so it wouldn't be so eye-catching pretty much. So I'm going to outline both. In a moment you're going to see the glitter. It's such a pretty glitter. It's almost like, this color is almost like greeny, but it's kind of teal like too, like a dark teal it's given. So color this bad boy in a moment. The glitter's gonna come out. Sugar it. I like to double cure it in the lamp just because, you know, it's like glitter in product, and I just feel like I'm always worried that's not gonna cure, you know, the lamp isn't gonna penetrate properly through, so I try my best to cure it double if possible. I'm just gonna finish. Alrighty, that's gonna go away. Time for the glitter. Here it is. Obviously, I tried to pick up a gel polish that's as close as I possibly can to the glitter color. Sprinkle it on, tap away, and then pop into the lamp. And we're gonna repeat it. And then once it comes out, make sure you have a brush to hand to just wipe away any excess, because otherwise you'll be like sprinkling glitter all over the place if you are gonna wear these. And then last but not least, after tapping away and removing any excess glitter, is to apply these little butterflies. Here they are, and they're literally perfect because they've got the blue, almost like a TD blue, but they also have the lighter shade at the top, which is a bit yellowy, but it's kind of also greeny, and it kind of matches with the color, you know, choices that we went for today. It was like the perfect match, which is really, really nice. So I'm placing those charms in between the two layers of the French tip, which is kind of funny because the butterflies are so large that it kind of covers up and you can't even tell that there's like two layers, but it is what it is. If they were smaller, you'd be able to tell better, but unfortunately they're not, but they're very pretty anyway, so it's all good. We're gonna pop them into the lamp. Make sure you do it quickly if you're using this Rhinestone glue gel because they are pretty big and heavy. And here are the final results. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye guys.